I'm an American. I was born here. I was bred here. And the odds of me dying here are probably at negative 10,000. And I'm proud of it. I know, you get what I'm saying? Our country ain't perfect. I know, especially as a black man, we got a dark past, dark history. I know it's a lot of stuff the rest of the world might not agree with. I know it's a lot of stuff people in our own country don't agree with. But the one thing that I just can't seem to understand is how you're an American and all you seem to do is complain and try to glorify everywhere outside of your own home. I'm P, aka JP, aka you can't get more P than me. And this is Premeditated Man.
You're a premeditated man, running from what you began, hiding where the lights don't scan, but I won't fall for your fate.
I was privileged to be raised by two different types of groups. I was raised by black educators that grew up in the South and had to overcome a lot of the very things that we talk about today. And I would hear stories about how serious and how real some of those things were. I also was raised by my Cuban immigrant grandmother who would tell me stories about where she comes from and how she had to do so many things to try to get to this country, one that so many people want to get to. How she was sitting there and say how people over here don't appreciate what it's like to be able to speak your mind, live in your own home. You get me? My grandmother had to hide under the ground for 2 years on some Anne Frank type shit, all because she didn't agree with the previous regime. And she had to wait for an opportunity for her family to let her get over here to the US. She didn't do it illegally, but she legitimately had to hide and wait for an opportunity because they were going to execute her. And one thing that I learned from both of those groups of people is that, yeah, shit sucks. The first group of people, they're American. They're born here. You know how difficult it is back in the 60s, 70s to be black educators down south? You know how difficult that is and that was? Do you know how difficult it is to hear your grandmother, my Cuban grandmother, tell me, oh, you will never know the feeling of leaving your home, in my case, Miami, and never being able to go back. You'll never understand that feeling. I think that's one of my theories of why a lot of like Cuban Americans, I think that's why a lot of Cuban Americans are so patriotic, because my theory is you hear the pain and the emotional toll that your parents and grandparents go through talking about how much they wish they could go back home, but they can't because they don't have the freedom to do so. Then you look around and you see other people who are also American, and all they do is complain, complain, complain. You want to fucking protest everything. You want to sit there and talk about the president. You want to talk about all this. And the crazy thing is, the only reason why you can do that is because of where we live. If you lived in some of these other places that are oppressed, you wouldn't even have that opportunity. That's why a lot of those people, when they try to come over here, they look at the rest of us and say, bro, y'all don't even appreciate what the hell y'all got going on over here. Then you got the people that are American, don't matter black, white, whatever, that it's like they infatuated with our enemies. They infatuated with the fucking ops. Oh, We don't want no problem with China. Oh, we don't want no problem with Russia. Man, fuck China and Russia, bro. They don't fucking want no problems with us, bro. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. You get me? If y'all don't realize, maybe some of y'all know, maybe some of y'all, I don't know, got your head in the ground. Bro, the majority of the world don't even like America. I'm just gonna be real. The majority of the world, they just don't like the shit. Now, some of it, a lot of it is warranted. I ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like, oh, you get what I'm saying? The country that I come from is the fucking nicest, and you feel me? Yeah, I know. I know. Shit, don't nobody want to know how the sausage is made. But I will say this. We are literally surrounded by our enemies when you look at the world, look at the fucking globe, look at, you feel me? Yeah, we got the oceans to protect us. But other than that, it's a lot of people that if they really, 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 really want to put us up, but they won't do it. They won't do it. And here go y'all dumbass. Oh, we don't want no problem with so and so. We don't want no so and so. Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Cause if that's how you feel, this ain't one of those places where you can't leave. It's not. This is not one of those places where you can't leave. This is not one of those places, unless, there are situations where I guess if, you got a felony and shit like that. But even that, where there's a will, there's a way. There's always ways around that shit. If that's how you feel like, oh, them other people, you feel me better than us, so and so, bro, take your ass over there, bro. Simple as that. And when you do, let me know how that go. Let me know how that go. Cause some of y'all are fucking delusional. You think you finna go over there to China and Russia, they gonna welcome you with open arms? Think they just gonna sit there and be like, oh yes, you're the fucking king. Or the queen. We've been waiting for you. No, they're fucking not. Definitely not. You feel me? And then I know what some of y'all gonna say. How you sit up here, bro, as a black man, and you want to try to defend this country after so and so, blah 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 blah, motherfucker? Because I'm American. I understand our fucking history. Okay, I understand our history. I went to school. I know all of that shit. I know, slavery. I know Jim Crow. I know all of that kind of stuff, bro. Nobody is sitting there saying that, oh, that didn't happen. It's still a part of our history, bro. I ain't from none of these other places. And I don't plan on going to none of these other fucking places. And then some of y'all so woke, it don't even make sense the shit y'all be saying. One moment you want to say, oh, my ancestors built this fucking country, which they did. Then the next moment you want to sit and say, this ain't my country. Bro, pick a fucking side, bro. Because if our ancestors, which they did, built the country like you say they did, how the fuck you gonna try to sit there because you're privileged and able to, now you want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want shit to do with this. Come on, bro. You motherfuckers just be saying anything just to say it. Just to say it. And here goes another news flash for you, just in case some of y'all aren't aware. Racism doesn't stop at America. If you're going to bring up the whole thing about race and being black, you're going to be black every fucking where that you go. There's racism in China. There's racism in fucking Russia. There's racism everywhere. And then for some of y'all who don't know, this is the even bigger news flash. You think you're finna take your ass over there to Africa or some of the other black countries and think, oh, that's gonna be better? Bro, half of them other countries, they don't even fuck with black Americans. I'm just gonna be real. They don't even fuck with us as black Americans. They be like, we're lazy. We don't got no fucking morals. You feel me? And you think, oh, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go over there and find a better life. Your stupid ass gonna be right back over here. You're gonna go over there, don't know how to do nothing but fucking complain and talk shit. and be right back over here. And another thing, if you also haven't noticed, there seems to be a plethora of people who would love to take your spot. If at any moment, any time, you feel like, oh, I'm tired of this shit, bruh, you could get on a plane and go wherever you want to go. And I can guarantee you there's a line wrapped damn near probably around the country, literally, of people waiting to sit there and say, shit, I'll come in there. Shit, he don't want to be here. I'll take it. Hey, I'll be here. That's the whole problem with immigration and all that now. And I know some people, they might get offended, but if you haven't noticed, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm just gonna speak my mind. Bro, yes, I'm mixed. I'm half black, I'm half Cuban. I was raised by my Cuban grandmother. Like my grandparents are immigrants. But they did it the right way, bro. Immigration is another thing, bro, that it's like, bro, this is my home. Yeah, I get it. America, the land of the free. But goddamn, bro. Goddamn. It can't just be, you feel me, a free for all. And then y'all, again, you have the right to complain. You know why you have that right to complain? Because of people like, you feel me, my friends, you feel me, my brother, a bunch of other people who they served in the military. They did their time to try to help and give that right. So you, by all means, I ain't gonna sit here. Yeah, I believe that a lot of y'all complaints would be stupid, but you have the right to do that. The same, y'all are the same people that would complain and sit there and say, "Oh, let everybody in, let everybody in." But then, especially here in Miami, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, these people come over here. It's 10 of them on the fucking. I can't get a house because shit, it's 10 of them. They get on the house and they look at the fucking mortgage. Look at the paper. They patch up. All of them get in the crib. Now they buy the house. I can't buy a house though, and I'm American. I can't get no stamps, but these people come over here and get fucking stamps. How the fuck these people come over here, get a car? I can't even get approved for no car loan. Yeah. But then on social media and in front of the news, y'all want to have outrage because the bouncers in front of the club sitting there saying, bro, I ain't gonna lie. They said we at capacity right now. You're gonna have to wait in line. And you got people who be sneaking their way in, they go through the back door, you feel me? They figure out ways to get in. Then when you get caught in the club, you get thrown out. And y'all don't like that shit. I'm just saying. Now, I understand, you feel me, the sensitivity of, you feel me? I'm not saying that warrants for people to get killed and all that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is it's got to be some type of order. It got to be. It got to be some type of order. If my grandparents was going to be executed in Cuba and they found a way to get here legally and no, they didn't come on no fucking tire, no raft, none of that shit. If they was able to do that, I don't see how other people can't do it neither. That's all I'm saying. By all means, you do it the right way. Come on over here. Come on over here and see some of these problems we got. Yeah, come over here and you get what I'm saying? See what's going on with the interest rate, see what's going on with the price of groceries. Yeah, see what's going on with, you feel me, the competition in jobs and shit like that. By all means, do it the right way. Why don't you join the club? But now this is the other thing. This is the other thing. And I ain't gonna lie to you. As Americans, this is why I guess the side of people who don't know anything about, like, I guess, being like having immigrants in their family, anything like that. This is what scares them. This is what scares them. Immigrants gonna come over here and take full fucking advantage, as they should, as they fucking should. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You feel me? Because that's how I was raised. You also can't get mad at somebody coming over here if they do it the right way. You can't get mad at somebody coming over here. They don't speak the language. They don't know the lay of the land. They don't know none of that shit. But now all of a sudden they start them a business. They make them some money. They get stuff jumping. And you steady over here complaining? I don't know now. And then the immigrants that's actually over here working, trying to build shit, they not the ones in Minnesota fucking protesting and rioting and shit. They ain't got time for that shit, bro. They ain't got time for that shit. Them people trying to work. Them people trying to stay out the way. You get me? And unfortunately, yeah, they get caught up in the shit too, bro. But it is what it is, bro. Like, nobody's saying it's a perfect system, but I ain't gonna lie, it is what it is. And that's something that, like, I don't know, bro. I just pay attention to stuff, and I don't try to get into the conspiracy of stuff, but bro, when I see the people that be protesting and starting the problems, and it's always a reason why them people doing that, bro. The problem is that the majority of people be hammed out. Y'all overly emotional, you hammed out. All somebody got to sit there and do is pull on an emotional trigger, and there you go. Oh my God, these people are evil. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Then y'all find a way to interject your own bias, which is crazy. You sit there, you feel some type of way about, for example, Trump. So you want to sit there and make it seem like, oh, this man is the devil in disguise. Look what how he doing. He kicking people out. He doing them wrong. But then you ain't gonna sit there and look up the numbers that Obama deported more people. But that's a different story. You feel me? People be hammed out. And I understand. Y'all believe whatever people tell you. Shit, y'all believe y'all pastor when he be telling you half the shit that they be telling y'all. Y'all fucking believe it. So what's the difference? As long as somebody put some fucking sugar on top of that shit, you gonna swallow it. But how can you sit there and see somebody get killed on camera and act like it doesn't bother you? I'm a fucking Black American. I can't fucking go in front of them people with my gun and get to tripping and think that, oh, I'm finna make it home safe. You honestly think that I'm gonna sit there and come on, bro? That shit, yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to stuff like that, I could be insensitive. I may not have the empathy, but shit, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I damn sure can't do that. I damn sure wouldn't do no shit like that. I don't care what I'm protesting. I'm not going out there with my gun and doing all this type of shit and think that, oh, I'm freely gonna make it home. So you think I'm finna sit up here and say, hey, it's unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate. But there was some decisions that probably should have been changed. There are some decisions that definitely should not have been made. Meanwhile, our adversaries in the rest of the world watching all of this dysfunction, eating fucking popcorn, sitting there looking and saying, oh yeah, bro, these people can't even get this shit right. And then, because majority of people hammed out, they throwing their opinions from the outside. Damn, that's how they do y'all in your own country, dog. That shit fucked up. That shit fucked up, bro. Oh, no. We don't allow that shit over here. Hell no. I just saw a video of something happened in China, bro. Like, I just saw a video on X, Twitter, whichever you prefer to call it. Bro, somebody was protesting. Next thing you know, bro, they had these big blue tarp looking like things, bro, covered in person, gone. You don't see them ever again. You ain't seeing them again. Oh, you got the nerve to go against the grain? Say less. People can't even complain. They can't even say nothing about it because they next. But y'all, dumb, free, privileged, opinionated ass, want to sit up here and complain and talk about our country and why it's so fucked up. Come on, man. Come on.
Every move you make is cold. Every word you say is